In this video, I like to go back to a crazy game won by Hikaru against Magnus Carlsen. That's part 1. But also I want to explore triangles, arrows, and how Hikaru wins by his fantastic tactics vision.
Position is filled to the brim with tactical potential. And what's not filled to the brim, look at Magnus's clock. He is again down 2 minutes, and the position is just getting more and more out of hand.
It is. He's just allowing
Knight F4.
Gosh, Knight F4.
He's blundered Knight F4, and it's mate.
Yeah, Hikaru sees it. He's like,
Hikaru can't believe it.
Me? He looked at the screen.
This is basic Brian, Robert. This is an idea that occurs across all openings. This is universal. And you can't step back to the first rank because of Rook C1 with mate. It's over.
Yeah, no, Hikaru saw it, and look at him. He's like, are you serious? Am I really playing Magnus?
This is all you got, he says to Magnus. He's going to be up 4 points, and Magnus has got a match on his hands, doesn't he?
Oh, a match. I mean, he's going to have to work hard to stay in
Rook
this
C1,
match
Queen H3.
Oh,
look at that mate.
Yeah.
Oh,
done.
It's over. Pack
Hikaru
your
Nakamura.
bags.
6-2. And you know what Hikaru's face said? It was the double question mark. You saw it in his eyes. He's like, is this really Magnus Carlsen, or is this an imposter? This isn't Among Us. You got to play chess, and right now...
In this position, Hikaru is black, and Magnus plays the white pieces, and the white queen is under attack. And as we can see in the video, Queen B5 is played, and now Hikaru is in disbelief. What happened there? Right away, he played, after 15 seconds, Knight F4 check, and cannot believe it. Now, of course, if white were to take, how do you finish it off? Check. And now, Queen F3. And you're threatening checkmate. If you do Rook C6, then D3, and if white takes, you finish with an elegant checkmate. Now you may wonder if Queen B1 would save white in this variation, but no, you do D3, and now the D pawn cannot be stopped. That's an amazing variation. Of course, Magnus saw that and said, let me retreat here, and here you have 2 ways to win. Diana Roditsky, commentating, very sharp tactical eye, spotted this variation, and here, Queen H3, written Queen G2, you can try to cover with the Queen on C6, trying to cover G2, but you have a nice finish. And that will be a checkmate. Now, this being said, in this position, Hikaru playing Queen H3. Similar idea, but a different move order. He's also threatening here, and now on Knight E1, you can win with Rook C1, and we're gonna be checkmate very soon. And if you take the knight here, then you're gonna finish with a checkmate as well. So after Queen H3, there's no defense. Magnus resigns. Now, let's see more complex position solved by Hikaru. And this is a position that Hikaru solves while streaming extremely difficult puzzle difficulty on chess.com, black to play and win. Feel free to pause the video. I'm gonna play the Hikaru stream of this game.
Aha, I have a triangulation. Yes, I have triangulation. So I have HG4 takes, King F3 mate. So takes, King G1's mate. So takes, King F1, I go Queen F4 check. And if he goes to E2, I check him and I create the mini pyramid to win the game. If he goes to E1, oh no, then he still has Queen D1. No, wait.
Okay, now the fun part, trying to explain Hikaru's solution. So what's very important is Hikaru is going to a lot of variations with arrows where you can visualize the board. That's number 1. But number 2, I want you to remember this triangle. You see the triangle with the queen on C4, the king on A2, and the rook on A2. If you look at the green arrows, that's a triangle. And that's what Hikaru is trying to find in every variation. Now, let's go move by move. Okay, So first, he found that the best move is to take. White has to take. Now we give a check. Now the king has several ways to go. Now Hikaru is quickly discarding the easy variation. What do you mean by that? The variation when he can solve very quickly the solution. That would be king go to g1, that's one, and another one, kings go to f3. So how does that work? King g1, checkmate. All right. King f3, checkmate. Now, when he does like that, he does a rose like this, like that, and the king going here in his head. So that's what he should compute first, calculate first, sorry. Now, the key thing is king f1. So let's play it on the board. King f1 is more difficult to calculate. And now he thinks of queen f4 check. Now he looks at king e2 first. And now he's thinking, look at this. Queen c4. And he has a triangle. And he wins. However, he doesn't stop there. And now he's saying, but what if king e1 instead? Check. Now he sees queen g1 and he says, oh, that's not good. Now I would continue the variation. And here, Hikaru is right. There's nothing for black. If you try check, queen to check, you exchange your queens. That's no good. And here, if you do queen f4 check, king here, and you can look, you can give checks with the queen. But because the rook is here, white defends. So if you go back in the beginning of the puzzle, he calculates that, goes king f1, and now he says, well, I don't know how to solve it. So let's continue and see what he finds next.
Queen f5 is also. Oh, actually, wait, no, it is hg4. I'm gonna gamble again because I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it's right. This feels very sketch.
Now, very important because it's a super hard puzzle. Hikaru is relying on his intuition. Eventually, he will go for these variations and solve the puzzle. The other part is triangle, triangle, and triangle. And if you listen very carefully to his thought process, he's saying queen f5 very quickly. And why is queen f5 the solution? Is because eventually you get another right triangle. You can see here, following that logic, queen e6, double attack on the king on e2 check, and on a2, winning the rook. And that was the piece missing. And once again, tactical pattern, triangles, and geometry on the board. So now that I explained that, everything is pretty easy. In a previous variation, we did queen f4, but here we're doing queen a5 check, and that wins. Now, on king e2, this is the right triangle. And there we go. Right triangle wins. Now, you may say, what about on queen f5? What about queen e1? And now you have another triangle. Can you think of a triangle or double attack? And the answer is on b1. You're going to have another triangle just like that. And you do queen b1, attacking here, and winning the queen, the rook, on check on the next move. Or if you do queen d1, that's it. I'm taking like that and I'm winning. So if I recap the puzzle, it was take, take, then we give a check. The best move was king f1, and here you have to give a check to continue. and the white square is queen f1. And you're gonna follow by queen e6 if the king come here. But if the king goes on this square, you're gonna finish like that. So queen f5 is the key move to set winning triangles. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna play the end and showing how Hikaru moves on and completes a super hard puzzle without accessing any engine while streaming live on Twitch is thought process. I'll see you in the next one.
I don't know. It feels very iffy, but I think it's right. It is right. Oh my gosh. It's right. Okay. Oh, it is right. I got scared there because, again, I heard that sound like the puzzle was over. Thank you to X Hectic Oblivion for the